there. In case you're unaware of who I am, I'm the movie guy. I've been that same movie guy for 45 years, 50 years. I age pretty well. You might look at me and you might look at my lavish surroundings in my Hollywood Hills studio, or I like to call it the tiny townhouse, or a player's pavilion. Yeah, baby. But, with this voice, positives and negatives can come out of it. Positives being, I can seduce pretty much any woman around me. All I have to do is pick up the phone. Can you imagine this? Bring, bring. This is the lady. Hello. And this is Playboy. Yeah, baby. What's happening? When are we gonna get together? Oh, come on, girl. You and I can go wherever you want. Whatever's good for you is good for me, baby. I just want to be with you. I'm looking forward to it, right? Yeah, baby. Alright, girl. I'll hit you up later. Peace. Can you imagine the power that has? It's like most people think I'm Barry White when I pick up the phone. Barry, is that you? Like, haha. Nah, player. I'm not Barry. Barry wishes he was me. But anyway, that's probably not true. What does Barry have that I don't? I got the same voice. All Barry has is better looks, more money, a better singing voice, charisma, charm. We're about the same. Besides his features, we're about the same. So, yeah, you can call me Barry. But, when I am getting ready to go out at night, and I meet a pretty young lady, and I see her at the bar, and I walk up to her and I go, hey, baby, what's a sweet angel like you drinking these days? By the way, where'd you get that bruise when you slipped out of heaven? That doesn't even make sense, but you know what I'm saying, right? You just throw one line and zing, zing, boom, boom, and you're in. Now the problem is in the back of their mind, they're thinking, God damn, he's got a deep-ass voice. And look at those feet. I got like size 17 shoes. I'm not a big guy. I'm only like 5'2". I'm close to 120 now. I'm taking some steroids and putting a lot of whey protein in my soda. And pretty soon I'll be up to like the 130, 140 mark. Trying to build up to my voice. So in the back of their minds they're thinking, this dude is hung like a horse. It's a lot of pressure on me. In all reality is what God giveth, God taketh away. And he gave me this seductive voice that I can seduce monkeys out of the trees if I want to. It's like, why wouldn't you want to seduce a monkey from a tree? If you got like extra yard work you need done, those motherfuckers are strong. They can just, they can rake the shit out of the leaves, those big forearms. Or, like, clean the side of your house. Why wouldn't you want a monkey clean the side of your house? How pimp would that be? You're like, hey Charles, look at Royce. When did he get a monkey? I don't know. Well, look at that monkey. He's cleaning the side of his house. That would be like a boss, as the kids say these days, like a boss. So anyway, they think I'm hung like a horse. But in all reality, guys, have you ever stepped out of a pool in negative 25 degrees or so, snowing, wind, you have no clothes on, and you just jump right out, and you look down. Well, that shit is ginormous compared to mine. I mean, that probably eclipses mine. I mean, the best way I can describe it is, if you were to comb your dog for a flea, and you find a flea, that's kind of like what you do with my peni. You know, you kind of sift through the bushes and you find a flea. More like a squashed flea that's kind of smelly, bleeding. But you get the idea. And so I have this problem. But I found a secret. If anybody else, I'm about to share a secret with you. If anybody else has this problem, is what these girls don't know is when I seduce them and wine them and dine them and spit poetry and sing like Barry White. Oh, darling, yeah. Can't get enough of your love, baby. You know, it's you. I feel those panties getting wet right now. Yeah. So, you know, when you do that, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, oh shit, something's gonna go down later on. So I take it back to my studio and I make sure to dim all the lights and the place looks bigger. And I got mirrors everywhere, so it makes it look like a house of mirrors or a casino or a gym where there's no clocks on the walls, no light can get in. It's kind of like some would say it's like a rapist hall, but it's not really. I mean, it has some character. I mean, if this thing was a bigger view from this camera, you could see I have probably a bigger green wall. I mean, it's pretty charismatic, like me, you know, try and, you know, express myself through my house. But I have all these lights that just automatically dim when I walk in. And it dims really low. And then when I'm getting ready, it completely shuts off. And if the girl starts, you know, screaming or whatever, I tell her, don't worry, baby. I just don't like making love at light. You know, I want it pitch black, so I need to feel, I just split some game. In reality, I don't want her to see my small cock and run away, you know what I'm saying, player? I know I'm not the only one with this issue. So what I do is I have a little dildo, actually it's a big dildo, that I stick underneath my bed, right? One's a strap on, just so when I'm mounting her, you know, like we do players, and I'm just, you know, giving it to her, I can strap it on. And it's like adhesive tape, so it doesn't even like feel like a belt. And you just go at it, and you know, I have these 2 marble bags, and I fill them with sand, so it feels like it's hitting her. It's just like, it's the shit, you know. And they call it the Kong, you know, King Kong, and it's probably about this big, so it matches my voice, you know. You know what I'm talking about, player. Yeah. So, you know, after I do that, then I'm in like Flint. But this one time, I gotta tell you, this one time, one story, and I'll let you go, is I was seducing this fine-looking caramel skin. She's about 5'6", 5'7", 120 pounds. My God, she was way out of my league. But this voice player, I just walked up and just, baby, I wish I could lick the chocolate off of your caramel. That didn't even make sense at the time, but with a voice like this, who gives a shit? You know, you can get away with it. You can walk up to a lady and go, girl, I can lick the shit right off of your face. And you know what I'm saying, player? You've done the same thing. So I took it to the back of the club, right? Music was going, and I started timing it so I can get my groove on, you know, and undressed her. I said, baby, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some, I made something up. I said, peanut butter, some shit. You know, I'm trying to get cake. I'm gonna get some peanut butter, baby. And in the meantime, I grabbed put my strap on, and then I also got my handheld dildo, you know, 2 fists that thing. So I'm in the club, in the back of the thing, lights out. I turn off all the lights, and I had my strap on, like this, And then I had my dildo, up there, and I'm just working it. And she's going, baby, how do you have it in both holes? And I said, you know what, sweetheart, I failed to tell you, I'm a genetic, freak. When I was born, my dick is shaped like a fork. It goes like this, so I can get in both holes at the same time, and man, she was in love with me. She says, first your voice, and now this. Oh, good God, I've found grace. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, player. So anyway, I'm going at it, just boom, boom, shaka, boom. And the fucking strap broke, right? So my dildo came off. But it was still in there. So I said, oh shit. But in the meantime, in the front of the house, somebody had slipped or some shit and called the paramedics, and they turned off on all the lights. But the bathroom had strobe lights, so the strobes were going all of a sudden. And I freaked out, right? So I kind of stood up, and then all the lights went up at the same time. And it was like fucking lights on me. I'm standing up there. She's legs spread open. She's got a dildo sticking out of her cooch with a strap dangling down her legs. She looks at me. I got a dildo in my one hand. And she looks down. She goes, what the fuck is that? And she saw my carpet with this, clit hanging out, which is my dick. But, carpet with the clit hanging out. And she said, what the fuck is this? I don't know what to do. I'm standing there like an idiot with a dildo in my hand, a dildo sticking out of it because the strap broken, with my clit hanging out. So I just run. Don't know what to do. I run straight through the club, naked. I slip on this dude's drink that he spilled. In the air, I try and break my fall, and I land on my hand, and that dildo gets shoved up my ass. Now the game is on. Now I'm trying to scramble and get the fuck out of Dodge, And this lady comes out. I mean, what a sight I must see. This lady comes out with a strap-on dildo hanging out of her cooch. I'm running around with a clip from a dick, with a dildo up my ass, trying to run out of there. Brother, you know what? Don't take my advice, because shit like that makes the front page news. But, that's my story. I hope you, whatever.